Welcome back to the channel. Today we need to have a really frank conversation about YouTubers and the over-the-top antics that could get every single streamer you know essentially shut down and banned from even streaming outside in Vegas. And I know a lot of you guys are saying, here we go again. You're firing off your keyboards. You're such a negative guy. You don't know what you're talking about. Well, stay tuned to this video because I'm going to tell you that I do know what I'm talking about. I'm going to explain the laws to you, and we're going to talk about the streamer that got kicked out of the newest resort in town before it even officially opened to the public, as well as some other things that happened on live streams that I have seen, and how these casinos, they're 2 steps ahead of us, and they could shut us down entirely if they want to. Now, I'm not going to name any particular live streamer or any channel name. I'm just going to talk about some actions that I've seen. The only person I'll call out publicly will be myself. I had a really bad experience at Caesar's Palace some years ago where I got all righteous and high and mighty and said, I'm just not even in the gaming area. I was filming the line at Omnia, and I shouldn't have done that because I have a different stance on it now. So I'm not leaving Las Vegas. Let's talk about it. If you like this, I have 1,000+ videos on this channel. You should go watch. I did a whole history on the Fontainbluea. It's fascinating. I did a Steve Wynn documentary. I did a documentary on Carl Icahn, who actually owned the Fontainbluea for a period, and how he destroyed the Prim Outlet Center. I've done a lot of content. Subscribe, and you'll get some of that in your feed, and you'll also get my live streams and videos like this and short films. Okay, anyways, shut up. Stop with the self-promotion. Last week, a streamer in Vegas, who again won't be named, went into the Fontainebleau before it even opened, turned on his camera, presumably I think it was during the VIP grand opening party, and was proceeded to be 86th. When people told me about this on my live stream, I thought, that's weird. And then when they told me why it happened, I thought, that's not weird. Think about it this way. If you had a dinner party and you told everybody to show up at 8 o'clock at night, and somebody showed up at 2 in the afternoon to decide to film your bedroom and live stream it, you might tell them to leave and never come back again. The VIP party was Justin Timberlake, Paul Anka, one of the Trump kids, Cher, Tom Brady, big 5-star marquee names. It wasn't YouTube streamers. As a matter of fact, I don't think they had any streamers in the Fontainebleau, and that's fine. That's their prerogative. So you got 86 banned for life. What was the motivation? Who knows? Maybe he wanted one of those viral moments, one of that moment where he says, this is why I'm never going to this property. But when people see the ridiculousness and the reasons why it happened, they're going to go, well, of course you're not welcome there anymore. There's no injustice, and everybody knows injustice is a trigger for people to share videos. So he didn't have any of that. But that's not the only problem. Some of the other problems I've seen is and again, I'm not naming names on channels because I want to be a good member of the community. I saw a YouTuber who took glasses. They sell these glasses with spycams and film himself on the gaming table at the gate, looking at the gaming table. You can't do that. That's against the state law. You can't film gaming tables because that's the way people cheat on teams. They don't know if you have a live feed going to a guy with a phone and another person over here so you can cheat the game. Can't do that kind of stuff. I've seen streamers who were in the area who lied to the guards saying they weren't streaming, and the guard was like, I'm watching your stream in the security room, my guy. Here, this is the name of your channel. Here, you want me to pull it up on your phone? You're not allowed to stream here. I've seen people that went so over the top, getting into knife fights on the strip. A guy went to the hospital. I've seen people getting swatted on the strip. On Fremont Street several times, and swatting is where you call the police on somebody and say this person has a weapon and you better go get them, and then the cops show up live on the stream. Nobody wants that to happen. And these are major problems, so the casinos paint one like everything else. And if they start painting us as all bad actors, there's a major problem that could happen here. We'll get to the major problem and how it could become that we all get shut down, even from walking on most parts of Las Vegas Boulevard, in a minute. I do want you guys to subscribe to this channel right now because I put a lot into this video. I've recorded 7 takes of it to get it right for you guys. I just kind of riff and form my thoughts in my previous takes. So I'd love it if you subscribed and stuck around. So there it is. Click on the Patreon link, support us. Click on nllvcontact.com/donate. If you want to send us a one-time support, that's my call to action for support, and that's my ad on the video. But yeah, these casino properties don't really need us. These casino properties know what we're all up to. They know what we're all about. And people might ask, don't you think the casinos want to have free publicity and free promotion? Not really so much anymore. And even during COVID-19, they couldn't exactly have us in the casinos because we would expose what was happening in the casinos. For example, you're supposed to have mask protocols, but we all know what happened. Everybody got a drink in their hand and a cigarette in the other and pulled down their mask, and it was a chin diaper, and you walked around going, I'm not going to get COVID now because I'm wearing a mask. The state was watching, and they would show up to these properties, I suspect, and bust them for not being compliant. Just know that this property is not spacing people out in line, or this property looks like it has too many people. And that was a legitimate reason. But what's the legitimate reasons at this point now? Could be a number of things. Casinos might not want people here inside streaming because of privacy reasons. You know, I've met people before that are like, oh, I can't let anybody know I'm in Vegas. I'm not supposed to be here. I work a highly sensitive financial job, and I don't want anybody to know that I'm here. Or this is my affair. I'm having an affair on my spouse or my girlfriend, or my kids don't know I'm here. My boss thinks I'm on a retreat. It's privacy reasons. It's also the reasons of filming the gaming tables, obviously. It's also the reasons of just not needing the publicity, quite frankly. But here's the next part. This is the most important part. This is the bread and butter. What happens if we keep breaking the rules? Now, you might say, they can't get rid of you guys forever. Yeah, they sure can. Look, they got rid of that one streamer at Fontainebleua forever. If he shows back up to the Fontainebleua, they're going to call the cops on him and detain him at the resort until the cops come. And he'll be taken away and charged with trespassing. They can do anything they want in their private property. It's their private property. But the outside, you might think that's a difference. It's not. And here's the problem. Imagine you had a farm, and there's another guy with another farm. You sell chickens, he sells apples. Now, you have a farm, but it will take somebody 5 minutes to cut through your property to go buy some apples through your chicken farm, or 25 minutes to go around. So you go ahead and you create a public right-of-way through your farm that is an easement that is a private right-of-way for the public to go on, thereby cutting around 25 minutes. That's what's happening on Las Vegas Boulevard. There's property maps that will show you the same thing. Every time they make a property, you might think you're okay standing outside of the property, filming the property, but the truth of the matter is it's all private property in almost all cases, meaning that if they wanted to, they could walk up to your friendly neighborhood streamer standing in front of the Bellagio, filming the Bellagio fountains, or even the Paris across the street, and tell them, you're on private property, you're going to have to leave. So you don't want to poke a giant juggernaut behemoth, 8,000-ton elephant in the eye. It will get mad at you, and it will shoot back at you. So that's what is at risk here with these streamers going over the top, doing over the top things, and then arguing with guards and doing it for clicks. Now, I used to make those videos, and they're fun videos to make. Matter of fact, I do have to make a video on the Wynn where I thought they were going to kick me out and demanded to see my ID just for standing in the shopping mall area after I asked them permission to do so. Stay tuned and click subscribe for that right there. But at the end of the day, the casinos own most of Las Vegas Boulevard. There's not a lot of public land that we can walk on. So I just hope that some of these streamers, not all of them, get the sense and sensibilities that when you're in a private property, you have to play by their rules. Anything that they allow us to do in those properties, it's really a gift so we can show Vegas to the world. The casinos don't really need us at this point because Vegas kind of markets and runs itself. And when they want to pump up their marketing, they just host the Super Bowl, the NHL draft, or an F1 event, and they're doing okay without us. And I'm fine with that because the casinos are not all bad, even though I sometimes make them out to be. But you tell me in the comments below what you think about what you've seen and what are the craziest antics you've seen. I'm asking you to please not name anybody in particular, but you probably will, and I can't stop you. My name is Steven. I'm not leaving Las Vegas. Until the next time, we're going to say 3, 2, 1, click. Look at the camera. We go 3, 2, 1, and click.